Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you were stuck in life, unsure of where to go or what to do? It's a feeling we all experience at some point, but here's the thing, you are not meant to live just to survive. You are meant to thrive, to find something that ignites your soul, that keeps you going, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Now, I'm not talking about some vague idea of success or chasing after things that society tells us we need. I'm talking about purpose, a real, powerful force that guides you, anchors you, and empowers you to rise every single day and fight for the life you want. Today, I'm going to show you why finding your purpose isn't just a nice idea, it's a necessity. You'll understand why when you find that deep, unshakable reason to live, nothing can stand in your way. But before we dive in, I need you to promise me one thing, that you'll stay with me until the end, because this isn't just another speech. It's a game changer. It could be the very turning point that transforms your life forever. Now let's talk about why you're here today and how finding your purpose is the key to unlocking everything you've ever dreamed of. The power of purpose is undeniable. It's the force that drives us, propels us forward, and gives us a reason to wake up each morning, regardless of the challenges we face. When we talk about purpose, we're not just referring to some abstract concept or a lofty ideal. We're talking about the very essence of why we exist, what we stand for, and what we hope to achieve in our lifetime. Purpose is like a compass guiding us through life's complexities. Without it, we wander aimlessly, unsure of what we should be doing or why we're doing it. In contrast, when you discover your purpose, everything changes. It's like flipping a switch. Suddenly you can see the bigger picture, and the small day-to-day struggles become more manageable because you know they're all part of a bigger journey. Think of some of the most successful and impactful people in the world. They didn't reach their potential because they were the smartest or the most gifted. They achieved greatness because they had a purpose, a reason that drove them to overcome obstacles, learn from their failures, and keep pushing forward no matter what. Their purpose became their fuel. When the world told them to quit, their purpose whispered, keep going. You're on the right path. This is why purpose is so powerful. It doesn't just give you direction, it gives you strength. It's easy to get distracted by life's noise, the constant demands, the opinions of others, the pressures to conform. But when you have purpose, those distractions don't have the same hold on you. You're clear about what matters, and you're less likely to be swayed by temporary setbacks or external negativity. Purpose doesn't guarantee that everything will be smooth sailing, but it does ensure that when things get tough, you have the resilience to persevere. Purpose is also a deeply personal thing. It's not about following a trend or doing what everyone else is doing. It's about aligning with what's true to you. Too often people get caught up in trying to fit into a mold that society has created, thinking they need to follow a certain path in order to be successful. But the most fulfilling lives are those where people have the courage to walk their own path, even when it doesn't make sense to others. Your purpose is uniquely yours, and it's tied to your values, passions, and the experiences that have shaped you. No one can tell you what your purpose is. It's something you have to discover for yourself. Finding your purpose isn't always easy. It takes introspection, trial and error, and sometimes a bit of struggle. But once you find it, everything changes. It's like the clouds parting, and suddenly you see the path ahead of you with crystal clarity. You understand why you're here, what you're meant to contribute to the world, and how you can leave a lasting impact. The challenges you once thought were insurmountable become just stepping stones on your journey. When you live with purpose, life takes on a deeper meaning. You stop chasing after fleeting things and start focusing on what truly matters. Every decision you make is aligned with your purpose, and that sense of alignment brings peace. It allows you to show up as the best version of yourself, not only for you, but for those around you. The power of purpose lies not just in personal fulfillment, but in the ripple effect it creates when you live with purpose. You inspire others to do the same. And that is when true change happens. Overcoming challenges is a part of life that no one can avoid. It's not a matter of if adversity will come, but when. We all face setbacks, obstacles, and difficulties that can make us question our path and our abilities. It's easy to feel defeated when life doesn't go according to plan, when the road ahead seems blocked, and when our dreams feel unreachable. But here's the truth, challenges are not barriers, they are stepping stones. The strength to overcome any challenge comes from understanding that setbacks don't define us, they refine us. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Challenges shape our character, and the way we respond to them defines our future. It's in the struggle that we discover our true potential. Without adversity, we would never know how much we are capable of achieving. Think about it, the most successful individuals in history didn't achieve greatness because their lives were easy. They didn't succeed because everything always went smoothly. They succeeded because they faced adversity head on. They knew that the harder the journey, the greater the reward. The ability to keep going, even when everything seems impossible, is often what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up too soon. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to show yourself just how strong you truly are. It's easy to feel like giving up when you hit a roadblock, especially when the pressure feels overwhelming. The fear of failure can paralyze you, and the temptation to quit can be overwhelming. But here's the secret: the most fulfilling and successful people are those who kept going when it would have been easier to stop. They found ways to adapt, to learn from their failures, and to keep moving forward. They chose to view every setback as a lesson, not a defeat. Think about the stories of individuals who have faced seemingly insurmountable odds, whether it's someone who started with nothing but overcame poverty, or an athlete who rose above injuries to become a champion. The common thread is that they didn't give up. They didn't let their challenges define them. They used their struggles as fuel, as motivation to keep fighting for their dreams. This mindset is key to overcoming challenges. When you face difficulties, remember that you are not alone. Everyone experiences hard times, but what truly matters is how you respond. You can choose to let the obstacle stop you, or you can choose to learn, grow, and rise above it. It's not about avoiding challenges, it's about facing them with courage, perseverance, and the unshakable belief that you have the strength to overcome them. When you face challenges with the right mindset, you'll find that they become less intimidating. You'll begin to see every obstacle as an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and grow into the person you were always meant to be. The toughest challenges often lead to the most meaningful rewards. And when you learn how to overcome them, you'll be unstoppable. Living without limits is the concept of pushing beyond the boundaries that life and often we ourselves place on our potential. Too often we allow fear, self-doubt, and societal expectations to keep us confined within a box. We settle for what feels safe, what feels comfortable, but comfort rarely leads to growth. True growth, the kind that takes you beyond what you thought possible, comes from stepping outside of those limits. When you believe that you have no limits, you unlock the door to endless possibilities. At some point in life, everyone encounters a moment where the thought of trying something new, something big, feels terrifying. But if you want to live a life that's extraordinary, you have to embrace the idea that you are not limited by your circumstances, your past, or the world's view of you. Your potential is far greater than you might realize. Each person has the ability to accomplish far more than they can even imagine. The only thing standing in the way is the belief that limits exist in the first place. Living without limits means deciding that you will no longer be constrained by the walls you've built for yourself. It means challenging your own assumptions about what's possible and rewriting the story you've told yourself about who you are and what you can achieve. When you stop thinking small and start thinking big, you tap into a level of creativity and resourcefulness you never knew you had. You become free to explore new opportunities, to reach for goals you once thought were impossible. The truth is, limitations are often self-imposed. When you think of a person who's done something extraordinary, there's a high likelihood that they faced incredible challenges, and yet they found a way to break through. They didn't let the obstacles stop them. Instead, they chose to push through them. Whether it's a physical challenge, a mental block, or a societal limitation, those who live without limits know that obstacles are just part of the process, not the end of the road. One of the most important shifts you can make is in your mindset. When you choose to live without limits, you stop seeing challenges as roadblocks. Instead, you see them as opportunities to grow, to adapt, and to expand your capabilities. You begin to realize that the only real limits are the ones you place on yourself. Living without limits doesn't mean you're immune to failure. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The more you push yourself, the more likely you are to encounter setbacks. But those setbacks don't define you. What matters is how you respond. When you live without limits, failure isn't the end of the road. It's just another lesson, another step forward. You learn from it, you grow, and you keep moving forward toward your goal. When you step outside your comfort zone and break free from the limits you placed on yourself, the possibilities are endless. You might surprise yourself with how much you're capable of achieving. So I ask you, what would you do if you knew there were no limits? If you could accomplish anything, what would you strive for? The truth is, you have the power to make that a reality. The only thing standing in your way is the belief that you can't. When you realize that the sky's the limit, you'll discover just how much more you're capable of than you ever thought possible. Creating a legacy is one of the most profound and meaningful ways to live a life of purpose. At its core, legacy isn't about the material things you leave behind or the fleeting recognition you might receive. It's about the impact you have on the people around you, the way you touch their lives, and the values you instill in them. It's about living in such a way that your actions, your words, and the way you live your life ripple out far beyond your own years. The legacy you create is a reflection of your choices, your character, and the mark you leave on the world. Too often we get caught up in the idea of legacy being something that only the famous, the wealthy, or the powerful can leave behind. We might think that in order to create a lasting impact, we have to accomplish monumental feats like building a business empire or being remembered in history books. But the truth is that legacy is about the lives you touch in your everyday actions. It's the way you uplift others, the example you set, and the love you give. You don't need to be famous or wealthy to create a legacy. What matters is the heart behind everything you do. When you think about your legacy, ask yourself, what do I want people to remember me for? What values do I want to pass on? The answer to these questions will shape the way you live and guide you toward creating a life that truly matters. A legacy is built over time through consistent choices and actions that align with your deeper purpose. It's about deciding that the impact you make on the world and those around you is more important than temporary success or fleeting recognition. It's not about what you leave behind, but what you contribute during your life. Think about the people in your life who have left a lasting legacy. It might be a teacher who believed in you when no one else did, or a parent who taught you the importance of kindness and hard work. These are the individuals who, even after they're gone, continue to shape the way we live, the decisions we make, and the values we hold dear. Their legacies live on in the actions of those they inspired, and that's the true power of legacy. It transcends time and space. It's the seed you plant today that will continue to grow long after you're gone. Creating a legacy is also about being intentional. It doesn't happen by accident. The way you live each day, the way you treat others, and the impact you have on your community all contribute to the legacy you're building. If you want to leave a legacy of love, compassion, and integrity, then you must make choices that align with those values every single day. Small, seemingly insignificant acts of kindness and courage accumulate over time, building a foundation for a legacy that is rich, meaningful, and lasting. The beauty of legacy is that it is never too late to start. No matter where you are in life, you have the power to begin creating a legacy today. It doesn't matter what your past has been. What matters is the direction you choose to move in now. You have the ability to shape the future, to inspire others, and to make a lasting impact on the world. So ask yourself, what kind of legacy do you want to leave? And what steps can you take today to make it a reality? Creating a legacy is not just about leaving something behind. It's about living in such a way that your life becomes a gift to others, inspiring them to live with purpose, integrity, and love. The freedom that comes with having a purpose in life is unlike anything else. When you have a clear sense of purpose, you are no longer bound by the distractions and pressures of the world around you. Purpose gives you a deep sense of direction that cuts through the noise, allowing you to focus on what truly matters to you. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get swept up in the constant hustle, the endless demands of work, social media, and society's expectations. But when you have a purpose, you are able to filter out the noise and prioritize what aligns with your values and goals. This freedom is powerful because it empowers you to make decisions that are in alignment with who you are and what you want to achieve. Without a purpose, you might find yourself making choices that are influenced by external pressures, fear of judgment, or simply going along with what others expect. But with purpose, you become the architect of your own life. Every decision you make, every path you choose, driven by a deep understanding of what matters most to you. Purpose allows you to live authentically without fear of being swayed by others or constantly questioning if you're on the right track. When you live with purpose, you're no longer chasing after things that don't bring you true fulfillment. You become more intentional about how you spend your time, energy, and resources. This clarity of focus not only brings peace of mind, but also allows you to be more productive and effective. You're no longer scattered or overwhelmed by the demands of others. Instead, you're able to direct your energy toward what you care about most. Living with purpose clears the mental clutter and creates space for what truly matters. Purpose also creates a sense of inner freedom. Life can sometimes feel constricting, the pressure to succeed, to meet expectations, to constantly perform. But when you're aligned with your purpose, these pressures become less daunting. You understand that the pursuit of your own fulfillment is more important than conforming to external measures of success. You no longer feel the need to prove anything to others. The only validation you need is the satisfaction of knowing you're living true to yourself and your vision for your life. This sense of inner freedom is liberating as it allows you to let go of the need for approval and focus solely on living your truth. Moreover, purpose offers the freedom to embrace who you really are. Many people spend years trying to fit into molds that don't suit them, constantly trying to meet the expectations of others or comparing themselves to society's idea of success. But when you live with purpose, you become unapologetically you. You no longer feel compelled to conform to others' standards because you've found a deeper sense of belonging within yourself. Purpose helps you connect with your inner essence and gives you the courage to express your true self, no matter how unconventional or different it may seem. Purpose gives you the freedom to move forward without hesitation. It allows you to take bold steps in the direction of your dreams, even when the path is unclear or daunting. With purpose, you are equipped with the courage to face uncertainty and make decisions that are true to you, even if they might be unpopular or unconventional. It is this freedom that enables you to life that's not just about surviving, but about truly thriving, living each day with intention and the confidence to know that you're exactly where you need to be. The ripple effect of living with purpose is one of the most powerful aspects of discovering your why in life. When you find your purpose and begin to live it out authentically, it doesn't just impact your own life, it has the power to inspire and transform the lives of others around you. Your actions, words, and choices become a beacon of possibility for those who are watching, whether they are family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers. The energy you project when you live with purpose sends waves through the world, influencing and inspiring others to take charge of their own lives and seek their own meaning. It's easy to think of our lives as separate from others, as though our individual journeys don't intersect or impact those around us. But the truth is, we are all interconnected. Every person you meet, every conversation you have, and every action you take contributes to the broader fabric of society. When you live with purpose, you demonstrate to others that it's possible to live a life full of meaning and intention. Your example encourages others to step into their own power and find their own sense of purpose too. Whether you realize it or not, the way you live becomes a living lesson for others to follow. Think about the people in your life who have inspired you, those who made a lasting impact not because of their achievements, but because of the way they lived. These individuals likely didn't have the most outwardly impressive resumes, but their ability to live with purpose, to show up for others, and to act from a place of genuine care made all the difference. The way they carried themselves with integrity, kindness, and clarity of purpose has left an indelible mark on your heart. That is the power of the ripple effect. It extends far beyond your own life and leaves a legacy of inspiration that can carry on for generations. When you find your purpose and begin to live it out consistently, you create a sense of collective motivation. You empower those around you to believe that they too can overcome obstacles, take bold steps, and live their truth. Your courage becomes their courage, and your confidence becomes their confidence. This ripple effect is not just about inspiring others to pursue their own purpose, but about creating a community of individuals who are all lifting each other up, encouraging one another to move beyond their limits, and creating a collective force for change. This ripple effect also extends beyond people you know. When you live with purpose, you contribute to the world in a way that affects the broader community and the environment. Your actions, whether it's supporting a cause, sharing your story, or simply living authentically, ripple out into the world, creating positive change in ways you may never fully understand. Every act of kindness, every small decision you make with integrity adds to the larger movement of creating a better, more connected world. It's like dropping a stone into a pond and watching the ripples spread outward, touching everything in their path. And the most beautiful part of this ripple effect is that it's often unintentional. You don't have to be aware of every person you inspire or every life you touch. Simply living with purpose sends out energy that others can pick up on, even in the smallest of ways. It might be through your smile, your words of encouragement, or the way you handle adversity. By living authentically and purposefully, you plant seeds in others that can grow into their own purposeful journeys. So as you continue on your own journey, remember that your life isn't just yours. It's a living example of what's possible when you choose to live with purpose. Every time you choose to act with intention, to rise above challenges, and to follow your calling, you are creating ripples that extend far beyond you, shaping the lives of others and inspiring them to do the same. You have the power to create a ripple effect that can inspire lasting change one person at a time.